Hey guys, I hope you all are doing good. Welcome back again. This is the second podcast that we're actually recording for the very first time, and today we're going to talk about something that's really funny. So, real estate. They say, I let me read this exact text. 1 second. Let me go through this entire thing. So I received a text from my friend. He said, he's also a real estate agent, so that's understandable because Harshit, why real estate industry lags behind in technology and what's the best way to get to it?
Yeah, this is something we need to address.
Yeah, because what's happening is we don't have a lot of subscribers, so we're asking our clients if there's any question to ask. So that's a really good question, to be very exact, because this has to be addressed. Like, real estate is not lagging in terms of technology. Like, it's the awareness. Like, most of the people don't understand. Like, it's like if I have to buy it's very simple. Like, if I have to buy something, I have to know where it's actually getting sold. And people don't understand, like, what's the process of, staying, real estate. Why I always focus on real estate, why I prefer real estate above everything. Reason being is nobody has that type of information, because it's something that's prevailing over the years, and finally it's happening. Like, it's a strategy that has been passed on from generation to generation. Like, if I am experienced, listen, this is how you do it, this is how you do the sales. But that tactics can be used in multiple ways. Like, I have seen, like, when I used to work at, work for SMMA, I used to generate leads. There was a different thing. Like, lead generation is very common now. Anybody can do it. But nurturing is tough. Like, how do you expect somebody who's looking to buy a house and you call them once and you say, no, listen, I'm not interested in this property, but staying in touch with them is the biggest deal.
Exactly.
So this is one of the biggest problems that I faced over the years. And then I started working on lead nurturing. So this thing is different. Like, you're staying in constant touch, you're telling your achievements, you're telling your stories, a new property coming up, you're just sending them the details. And if they want to show their vote of interest, they can actually go to the website and they can sign up for it. And eventually they'll receive the call from your team. So technology-wise, people need to understand the real game is all about time management. Perfect. Like, you can only stay ahead in the game if you know, like, where your priorities, where as a company you stand. Like, this is one of the biggest mistake that most of these newbies, and not just newbies, everyone else. Like, people think, like, if I have 1,000 contacts and I can actually close a deal, I can go to door to door and I can upload something on Facebook, I can upload something on Instagram, and somebody is going to see it and eventually they're going to buy. No, bro. People believing in this fact, like Zillow. I have to be on Zillow. I need to post on Zillow. I can contact them. That's absolutely right. Like, this thing can be done. But to understand, to have a better understanding, like, once the property gets listed on Zillow or Realtor, there's a rat race. Every second person, because this property has been listed by some X guy and that has been managed by YZ guys. Like, I've seen this one property listed by this one agent, and eventually there were a lot of guys who was working on it. They were getting their shares. Listen, this is the property that's going under contract if you want to buy it. So let's eliminate that fact in terms of technology. Like, you get the property under your name or somebody's name. You start promoting it immediately. Promotion as in not just, running ads and reaching out to, right? That's another story. That's a quick win stuff. But at the same time, you have an inbound network. You feeling me? Inbound network is important. Like, the people for whom you have already paid. Like, I have this one client, he's in New York, we've generated 1,000+ leads for him. I know if any new properties or if any new listing has to be done, like, if somebody's willing to sell. So there are two fragments, like sellers and buyers. Sellers, there's a daily newsletter because he got only one property. And if he's willing to sell, you got to stay connected with him. If he's willing to buy, then there's another chain. So 1,000+ leads on buyers. We started, we use what we used to do every single time. So what happened? We generated leads. The cost of the lead was around $2 or $3. I feel like it was very cheap at that time. $2 to $3, and 1,000 leads are $3,000 spent on ads to generate those leads.
Yeah.
So I told him, listen, this money is not going in vain, because he made money out of it. At the same time, I said, listen, we can make more out of it. I said, how are we going to do it? I said, listen, we'll start sending the newsletters. I said, how do we do it? I said, listen, this is the tool that we're going to use. We'll keep on dropping them the emails. We'll keep on dropping the emails, text, and whatever the possibility is there, I will do it, because this is opt-in data. Like, people have opted for it. They are going to receive the newsletter and they can unsubscribe from it. So every single time he got a new listing, I proposed an email and I started dropping them the emails line by line. They started getting the emails and every stuff. If somebody uploaded a podcast like we do, we keep on sharing the links with our clients.
Exactly.
So eventually they understand that, this guy is doing something like that. That's great. That's amazing. So eventually that when we were just working on this entire scenario, so he got 1,000 plus leads and he got a listing that was 7.5 mil, Long Beach. And this property didn't sell exactly, but eventually I said, listen, we keep on dropping. Somebody's going to respond. 1,000 people, only one, but we need 1% or less. So can actually respond. That's less than 100. Yeah. So he's like, okay, I heard it, let's do it. So we started this campaign. We keep on sending the listing. He had tons of listings, so we only needed buyers. So we started getting him new buyers every single day. So we started dropping the emails. At the same time, we were generating the data. So in the meantime, we were getting more and more leads, but we're getting the conversion. So conversion is the king. So we don't have to worry about that. LTV is the mind game. Like if I have to invest how much my client is making, simple. I have to make the process easy. I have to give him free money. Like free money as in, the only job he has to do is act like a consultant. And go and meet and do the contract and stuff done. You don't have to worry about the rest of the process. We get the leads. We call them up. We don't call them up. We bought an entire segment of this. We have a freaking call center to do the things. A bunch of Americans calling. Bunch of UK guys calling and making sure that the prospect gets in. So we drop the email. We send the link. They click on it. They schedule an appointment. We know that he actually came from email marketing, because there's a separate landing page for it, because we kind of offered that. So we got them good results. And eventually the 1,000 leads that we got, we managed to get around 80 to 90 appointments in total from those 1,000 leads.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah. But in total, like the entire campaign, that was less. It was very less. It should be around 10 to 20% at least. They got it, but eventually, once somebody converted, so we excluded them from the list. And we keep on sending new properties. And eventually that same list, now that we have grown that list from 1,000 contacts, it's in huge figure. That's huge. Like 7,000-8,000 contacts plus contacts. That's the type of lead we've generated in the past 3 months. And that 3 months, the 7,000 to 8,000 people, they can be the prospect.
Yeah, apart from these things, there's a traditional mindset that if a person is investing in real estate, he must be of traditional thinking. And if a person is traditional, he's not that tech savvy.
It's not like tech savvy.
Yeah.
Eventually, everybody uses Gmail. We use those mediums that are very common in this community, in this society. People can accept the things. We are not coming up with this AI stuff, metaverse. You need to wear an Oculus just to watch it. No, we're not doing anything like that. We are just making sure that people who are going to buy, who are going to bring in the revenue for a client, they're using the basic technologies, Gmail, phone. No, don't tell me that nobody uses phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. No? Yeah. So people use phones, and eventually they check their Gmail. They get the text, they get the text mails, and everything is right there. So they have to worry about the thing like tech savvy. All you have to do is to be the right person at the right time, and to be that right person at the right time, you have to be consistent in sending the details.
Just update it.
Eventually, let's say let basic example. Yeah. Or I wanted to go in a gym. All right. And had no idea like which gym I should opt for. But I was getting constant emails from Gold Gym. All right. Sorry. Yeah, that's the gym I went once or twice. Yeah. I called them up. Like, hey, listen, I just saw your email. I'm interested. Recently, I enrolled myself into a coaching program. Yeah, that's a lot of money I paid.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. I enrolled coaching program as in, that's more of like exploring new things, how people are doing the things. So I paid, but eventually this guy has been sending me emails from past 2 years. That's huge.
And that's consistency.
That's the consistency. Like he's been sending me the emails all the way. And it has been, and I became what would have he, what's the conversion, do you think? Like, how much money we would have spent to occupy me, to acquire me?
Not more than $10 to $15.
No, that's not that. He would have spent roughly around, close to 1,000 maybe.
1,000?
Yeah,
really?
2 years.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, this is the call. If I'm the conversion, if I am calling myself a conversion, then I read 10 to 20 times, 20 times or 30 times out of that amount, just to him, just to get it. So he converted. So this is the conversion. Like, you never know when you're going to be the right person at right time. That's the same thing that goes in real estate. Like, you never, nobody is waking up early in the morning, hey, listen, I need to buy a house. No, exactly. Somebody who manages finances, they're going to be, okay, I need to buy. And all of a sudden, you're sending the emails or text messages every single day. Not every single day, text messages once in blue moon. So you're in win-win situation. Like, somebody heard of you and they decided, okay, I need to buy something. And eventually, you ended up being there. Instead of going to door to door, you are on their phone. Like, you are showing your gig onto their phone. My friend, this little thing that I have in my hand, you have the access to the entire world.
Exactly.
All right. My job is to make sure that your business gets in here. Like, every single person is going through this entire thing, understanding the entire scenario, and making sure everything goes well.
Yeah.
That's how the things work in this game, and people barely understand this. Like you have to understand the gravity. You have to understand this value. Like, what type of man are you going to be? Like, you started a business. Let's say we're from a small town. Like, this is one popular restaurant, Short Eats. You remember?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that boy got famous by doing absolutely nothing, but doing everything. His strategy was very simple. Back in 2012, when every single guy who went there, he would ask the people to click a picture and he would upload it to Facebook. And then, out of excitement, because we got a picture clicked from a professional camera, we were very excited. It was not professional camera. We very expensive. We're the gods. So, out of excitement, this guy, clicks a picture, and we started sharing it on our social media. And everybody, okay, what's Short Eats? So that's how the evolution started in this game. Like, yeah, this is the thing. Like, okay, I need to do this. I need to be like this. I need to work here. I need to make sure that this thing is going well. That's how the business of real estate agent should be. Like, every real estate agent, it's the human, right? I say that if they can just connect themselves with tons of people, like, buying a house is very personal. You help somebody to buy a house, it's going to be thankful for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
And getting a review, video testimonies. We ask our clients to get a video testimony from every client they've sold their houses or got their listings. This builds a rapport.
Yeah, it's crucial.
Exactly. Like, I personally, this is a real stuff, like, get it in shorts. I feel every real estate agent has a win-win situation once he realizes, like, if he can just focus on this one simple tactics of reaching out to the prospect or the client he sold the house to, or who helped, or the client he helped to get his dream home, to get a video testimony. You can type anything via text, but you can never lie on camera. Get on the camera, talk about this stuff. People are going to listen to that. People don't buy logics, they buy emotions.
Exactly.
Emotions are important. Like, you'll see that face, they're very happy sharing their stuff. So this is the thing. This is what real estate agents should do, apart from running ads and stuff. This is the most important game. Like, you want to outshine hundreds and thousands of real estate agents. Like, let's say you were living in Los Angeles, right? 1,000 plus real estate agents, let's say, all right? More than that, I would say. You want to be on top. You start doing something that those 999 are not doing. That's how you're going to be on top. What they're not doing, study it. If you cannot study it, that's where we come. We get your profile on top in the way that you are, oh my God, you're the Lucifer Morningstar of Los Angeles. I'm telling you that. You are somebody who gets into the room, you don't have to introduce yourself. You're somebody who is on the top of the hierarchy, who has earned his respect, her respect. You walk into the room, bunch of people are looking at you. Oh my God, this guy, he's killing it. Like me being not a real estate agent, if I see, okay, I get scared. Okay, he is all right. You see that guy, Ryan Surgeon?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah? This guy, go through his YouTube, millions of subscribers, started from zero. He had a struggle. There's a video where he shared his struggle, like what type of things he went through. That's when he got into the top game. Like you don't know, you don't have to tell his name. Aaron Kerman, Vice President, Compass, big name. I have seen his interview on CNN or CBC. I'm not so sure. CNBC, I'm not so sure. This guy sold properties worth of $8.2 billion and above.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? He only networks with billionaires. He don't take care of, mediocres. That's not bad because he leveled up like that. Like people have to understand, like you want to stay ahead in the game, tech savvy, you're not tech. All you have to do is to be at right place.
Stick to the basics.
Exactly, at right time. You don't have to stick to the basics. Basics is not going to work in this game. You have to be someone, you have to know, you need to know that how you're going to push your limits to an extent where you can actually understand this simple scenario like, hey, listen, I have done something. You don't have to give introduction. Your client studies everything. This is a human psychology. Like if I heard something about somebody who like, hey, listen, let's say my name is Harshit, all right? I dropped the email. Like, listen, this is a discovery call. Hey, thank you so much for scheduling a call with Harshit Pandey. It's a pleasure working with you. He's definitely going to search about me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere else. And eventually he's going to get to my LinkedIn and somewhere else. He'll understand me. Okay, this guy, oh my God, look, they'll go through my profile. They will not hesitate to go. I'll also attach the links now to my social media. He'll go through, okay, this guy is doing this. Oh my God, he's worth it. So they'll have a level. Okay, this guy is doing really good. And that's what we are actually doing. We're not lying in this stuff. We're killing it. We're killing it in this industry. And that's a moment of proud. And that's the same thing goes with any real estate agent. I'm pushing real estate agents so much here as well because this is all about real estate. We're talking about real estate. We're not talking about anyone else. So Realtors Labx is all about that. So you have to understand, like you have to work on your avatar, like what type of avatar you want to be online. Like people will understand your avatar. Like people, how do we differentiate it? Nike is different. Let's not talk about Nike. Let's talk about something who is. I have gone through this Russell Brunson's book, who basically this guy who lost a lot of weight just by eating Subways, and Subway paid him a good amount, millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not so sure what type of money they may I'm not so sure if that's the thing, but there's a story.
Is it possible to lose weight?
I'm not so sure, but he came up with the story. He became the avatar for Subway. Subway started advertising it in a way like every single guy on this planet started working on it. And that's how the things started evolving in the way. And at the same time, things took a U-turn. Things actually started taking a U-turn and Subway became Subway. Same thing goes with every real estate agent in the industry. Like what type of avatar you want to be, and once you clarify it, you're in win-win situation. Nobody can stop you in this world. And avatar is important, like how you want to present yourself. This guy named Andrew Tate, bro, he is a misogynist. Everybody calls him a misogynist, but I don't think he is. He's just mentioning his facts. He's just printing out his facts in front of the world, and people are accepting it.
Yeah, that's his perception.
That's the thing. That's how you create an avatar and you dominate, and you take over the entire game. And once you start working on it, eventually you're going to win.
Yeah.
That's where we're lagging. And that's how the thing should be. So if you want to stay ahead in the technical game, you have to understand this beautiful concept of getting a hostile take over your authority, over your brand. You have to work on personal branding. And once you start working on your personal branding, you will work, and eventually everything starts and ends on this beautiful device. Everything is all about that. So you have to make sure that you are on the right page. With that being said, my friend, taking a leave. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.